This is like 1978. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and punk had kind of turned into new wave, a cleaner name than punk.
Yeah.
And then I think I've heard that Terry York is the one. I can't go into the full story of Terry York, but there's a big CD, a big box set honoring him coming out soon, so you'll find out about it. But I think he's the one that came up with the term no wave. And, these guys were like, Blondie and Patty and the Ramones were almost too clean for them. They had to go way out there. And so this picture, when it first got published, the guy on the left is Harold Paris, but nobody knows who he is. And I didn't know who he was for like 10, 15 years. So we've got Christian Hoffman, second from the left, who was in the Mumps. Diego Cortez, curator, and I think he and Anya Phillips next to him had something to do with starting the Mud Club. They started the Mud Club, right? With Steve Moss. And look at that dress for Anya Phillips, because she was like, managing James Chance, who was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the left. Diego put together a big show in 1981 called New Wave New York, which was where Basquiat was first exhibited, I think. And Lydia Lunch, of course, the great Lydia Lunch, in the center. And Jim Sclavunos, third from the right, who's Nick Cave in the bad seats now, with a beard, but he's like 16 or 17 in that shot. And Bradley Field, who was with Lydia in Teenage Jesus and the Jerks. And Liz Seidman on the right, who was like good friends with Bradley, and I think at some point she was involved with the Rugrats later on in California. But she's like 15, 16. All these kids got into CBGB, so that would be a problem. But my problem was every time this picture was published, nobody knew who the guy on the left was. So it would be like unidentified. This is the person on the left. So they go left to right. You can't say do it, look right to left. Unidentified Christian Hoffman, Diego Cortez, Andy Phillips, so we would do that. And then like 15 years in, somebody, J.D. King, who had played with Thurston Moore before Thurston was in Sonic Youth, said to me, I think that guy on the left is Harold Paris. I think he was an old friend of Thurston Moore's. And so I saw Sonic Youth at some point at CBGB's, and I asked Thurston, I said, my no wave picture? He goes, yeah, I know that picture. I said, the guy on the left, is that a friend of yours? And he goes, oh yeah, it's Harold Paris. It's my best friend. We would come to New York together all the time. And except he hated those bands. So I should be in that picture. Because that should be me on the left. Because I'm probably standing next to you. We had a big fight all the time about he hated no wave. And so actually, if you look behind Harold Paris, is Thurston Moore's Volkswagen. And when I put this up on my Facebook page the other day, he chimed in. I love that people chime in when you put a picture up. But it's like Thurston Joseph Michael Moore, that's how he goes. The cat on the left with Sig is my best friend Harold Paris, who passed away a few years back. And behind him is my white VW Bug we drive into New York City from Bethel, Connecticut with. And he posted that like yesterday at 2 a.m.